Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. This is Benjamin from Virtual IoT. Glad to be back. 2018 so far has been pretty good for us, and I think we are on track for having a meetup every other week, like we always should. And welcome to all our new members. I'm pretty sure that we have new members today, especially since we are sort of extending the the scope of what we usually do in our meetups. And we are obviously going to talk about open source today, and more specifically about NGINX and what NGINX can do for IoT, more specifically for MQTT-based communication. So we're very happy to have Liam from NGINX today with us. As a reminder, and I will leave the mic very soon to Liam, and he will do his presentation, and I'm sure you will have questions. So please make sure to ask them along the way typically on the YouTube chat. I think is the best way to do that. You can also comment on Meetup if that's more convenient, or on Twitter using the virtual IoT hashtag. And we'll be so don't be surprised today. We'll keep the questions until we'll ask the questions and answer the questions at the end. So but keep them coming during the presentation, please. And without further ado, Liam, good afternoon, welcome. And why don't you tell us more about what you guys do at NGINX for IoT?
Hi, Benjamin. Hi, everyone. Thanks for the introduction. And yes, so let me share my screen so you'll see something more interesting than my face for now. And I will start the presentation.
Sounds good.
Okay, so yes, this session is about NGINX and IoT here specifically adding protocol awareness for MQTT. My name is Liam Crilly. I am Director of Product Management here at NGINX, and here are some things that I wanted to cover today. Firstly, perhaps because people don't necessarily equate NGINX with IoT projects, we'll just do a little background on NGINX, on our history. Then we'll move into the IoT space, look at MQTT in particular, and then some advanced use cases. And there'll be a few demos along the way, which means it's exciting for me and hopefully more interesting for you. And as Benjamin said, there's should be some time at the end for some questions. So, first of all, NGINX started actually a long time ago, and of course you may have heard of it. It's a very popular open source project. The original idea for NGINX was the idea of this guy, Igor Sysoyev, the original author of NGINX and co-founder of the company NGINX Inc. And back in 2001, he was a systems engineer for a Russian internet company called Rambler. I guess a little bit like Yahoo back in the early 2000s. And so he had a problem where the internet was gaining a lot more traffic, and the Apache-based web servers he was running were hitting some scaling challenges. And so with this problem, in his work, and with a thought to the computer science challenge called the C10K problem, about how to handle more than 10,000 connections on a single server, he looked at the problem afresh, and he came up with NGINX, and in particular the event-based architecture, which allows NGINX to be very efficient at handling lots of concurrent connections with low resource utilization. So that was a long time ago. Since then, the open source project for NGINX was published in 2004. According to Igor, it was viable for production use since 2007, after which time it had already a lot of adoption. The company was then founded, NGINX Inc., in 2011 with Igor and some co-founders to give...
Oh, Liam, sorry to interrupt. Looks like Google is acting up, or YouTube or something. The participants, for some reason, they have only the audio, and I don't think this has anything to do with you. It was the same apparently when I did the intro. So yeah, please give us a couple minutes so that we figure out what's wrong. I think Roxanne is working on creating a new Hangout, and maybe we'll switch to that one because, like, as far as I can, I cannot see anything wrong with this one, so I wouldn't even know where to look to fix it.
Let's start it again. Actually, I have another screen here, and it doesn't show me any. It shows some people watching, but no, I don't see video.
Right,
so,
that's weird. So
yeah, let's try again.